with Earl Morgan and Tinia Bland. I'm Tinia Bland, and this is Earl Morgan. For our next segment, I'd like to introduce everyone to Yvette Bando. Thank you. Now, Astor Communities Alliance, which was once Astor Place Neighborhood Association, our research and development person is me. What are we doing?
So we've actually organized, we've had a real interesting run the last 6 months. We've really reorganized Astor Communities Alliance to reflect the needs of the community. So right now we're looking at 4 major initiatives: revitalization, education. So these are things that Astor Place was typically involved in, but we really structured it in a way that really makes sense so that we could put our different projects in there. So we've got health and wellness, community revitalization, education, and we've also got community alliances. So we've got the partnership side that we constantly do, and that works in tandem with the forums that we're doing continuously with other groups like BITE and PAC. So we've got a lot of activities going on. We've got a huge festival coming up, our annual street festival in August. We're excited to do that, August 22nd. And that will be on Astor Place in Jersey City, and so we're expecting a great turnout.
Can I say something here about Yvette? She is my neighbor because I'm an Astor Place person. Now, we tend to be a little hoity-toity down there on Astor Place. Because we're really proud of our block.
Yes, we are.
And the people on it and what we've been able to accomplish. But Yvette is one of our newer people, and I tell you, if this is what newer people is about, thank goodness for newer people. Because we've had some events that Tinia, this woman,
Yes.
don't mess with this woman. I'm telling you, don't mess with this woman.
Yes, do not.
Has done some stuff that is really pioneering, but she has a support group of Debbie, Austin.
And that's the point. Nothing happens in a shell. You must have a phenomenal support system. So whoever you see in front, think nothing of. It's that team.
Yeah, we're always working together. We're always coordinating on different projects, and it's a miracle how things happen.
Well, I'll give you an
a lot of prayer goes into this.
I'll give you an example. One night, my co-host happens to be my right across the street neighbor. And one night I got up to get a drink of water, and I looked out the window and I saw her car across the street, and her lights were on. So I figured, well, she's in the car. And I went downstairs and I did some stuff, and I'm watching on television. I come back up and the lights are still on in the car. That's an hour later.
An hour later, it wasn't 5 hours later?
An hour later, the lights were still on in the car. I said, they're going to die of carbon monoxide poisoning in there if they don't get out of that. So I'm wondering what is going on. And I find out the next day, Yvette, Tinia, Debbie, her support group is in the car, and they're having a war council in there that lasted for 4 hours in that
That was
car.
one of the shorter sessions. We've done 6-hour. I mean, literally walking into my house at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, you know what, maybe we should just move to somebody's house and do this. But we don't want to wake anybody up because we know
Well,
we're
yeah,
loud.
but you woke the whole block up because not only did I notice it, but you had neighbors coming down and knocking on the window.
Are you guys okay? Yes, we're fine.
And calling us to let us know the lights are still on. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, which is also to tell you how close our block
Yes,
is.
yes,
We
we
look
are
out
close.
for each other. And could you give us some information about breaking down some of those categories and what are some of the activities in the community outreach and all that?
Sure. So, so it's 4 major initiatives.
Can I just put in? And this is just a segue. So one of them that I'd like you to speak on is Bergen Communities United.
Oh, yes.
So this is a really exciting initiative for us.
Excited?
We are taking over fiscal sponsorship of Bergen Communities United. So that's been sort of this ongoing process, and no fiscal sponsorship is taken lightly. So we'll be taking over fiscal sponsorship for Bergen Communities United, and that means that all of the projects will fall under Astor Communities Alliance, which is an exciting time.
Bergen Communities United is a group of groups,
Right.
of organizations.
It's a steering
City
committee.
Steering committee.
Yeah, of different communities, so it's comprised of community leaders, of business leaders, of people, primary stakeholders within the Jersey City area who are really looking to improve and revitalize the area. So it's an exciting time. We're going to be doing. We'll have some projects. We'll have to roll out. The rollout is pretty tedious, but we're excited. We're hoping that by summer we'll have pretty much everything settled, and then we'll hit the ground running with more projects for this year.
So this is
And
big.
that's part of our revitalization initiative. And then we have other initiatives. We've got the job bank within Bergen Communities United, which will be going full force, and we'll be moving that within the revitalization and education initiative. So we've really got sort of our initiatives work in a way that everything sort of overlaps, because we know the communities are not healthy unless we tackle these areas. And so this is taking a lot of research and taking into account best practices with nonprofit development corporations. So that puts us in a prime position to be able to look at job creation and economic development and so forth. So we've got great stuff.
And building buildings.
Yes, building communities, building affordable housing, which is something that's really exciting.
Yes, and we're going to need a lot of that because
Yes, we will.
the prices in our neighborhoods are going sky high, folks.
Not if I can pick it.
But imagine what that means, that you determine the look of your community. That is what it's supposed to be. Not that someone comes from outside and decides that they're going to put a piece of property here. You get a chance to determine.
Well, it changes. You know, I worked in community development in South America, and one of the things that I went in not knowing what I was going to be getting into. So I felt like the first year was really learning, and I'm half Bolivian, so I went to Bolivia knowing the culture but being an American. And when I started working with the indigenous leaders, I realized that one of the main things was letting them tell me what they needed. And so that's what we're doing here, is letting the community talk to us about what is needed versus anybody coming in and developing and deciding to do what they need to do.
You know what's an interesting sidelight to that? The Young Lords, which was a so-called revolutionary, they went to their community, they're supposed to be rebels, and said, what is it that you people want? They went to the women and everything, and they said, we want the waters right.
That's right.
That's what they had to do. That's
Yeah, we were doing potable water projects in the Altiplano in Bolivia, and they didn't want potable water. They were like, just get us some food. And we're like, you don't want? No, we're fine going to the river, to the streams, to the whatever. So really, the community has to tell you, because if there's no buy-in in the community, the projects are not sustainable.
So through our newsletters, our
Email blasts, our newsletters, we've got
surveys.
our surveys. We've got lots of opportunities to engage. We'll be having our Twitter account up real soon. Our website will be going up real soon. So a lot of things are going live.
and Thursday's our district commanders meeting.
Yes.
We encourage you all to come to, because if you want a walkable community, we have to collaborate.
You have to explain
Yes.
the district commander means a precinct commander. That means interfacing with the local precinct police and the commander of the precinct, which incidentally our commander is the
Captain
general.
Kelly.
Yeah, Captain Kelly is
And
great.
we threaten the police, the public safety director's life and limb if he tries to take him away from
Well, of
us.
course. I mean,
Replace him with something
Captain
else.
Kelly is really accessible, and that's what we want from our police. I mean, the militarization of police is really a dangerous concept. So for us to be able to bridge that gap, we take the first step, and we really don't. I mean, this is what we talk about. Not in our neighborhood. It's not going to happen.
Well, we're coming up on a break here. We're out of time. So Yvette, thanks a lot
Thank
for
you
being
for
here.
having me.
And I'll see you down on the bar.
Nice to see you all.
And thank you for being such an integral part of my life.
Thank you, and you as well. Thank you.
Yeah.